That's
Good
Oh, is he
morning,
hanging out with
everyone.
them boys?
that's the pot calling the kettle black.
Good morning, everyone. This is Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I just have to butt in there.
Good. Todd and I are just arguing. That's all.
I'm
Morning.
good.
How y'all doing?
I was already at a rummage sale and got a JanSport backpack
Holy moly, you were on the ball this morning.
and a ladder golf game.
Nice.
I love ladder golf.
Ladder golf. I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. What is it?
You don't know what ladder golf is?
Never heard of it.
Ladder golf? Oh, I know what it is. Yep.
It's these things that are made out of PVC pipe, and it goes up in like a square, and then there's 2 rungs on it, and you got these balls attached to string, and you throw these balls with the string on them at the ladder golf, and you try to make it on the rung, and whichever rung you hit, that's how many points you get.
Huh.
I love ladder golf. It's fun.
I just accidentally left the sound on the YouTube side, so I was hearing Nikki twice at a time, and I was like, "Oh, ow!" I'm just kidding.
And it was making your day, wasn't it, Todd?
It was.
Such a sexy voice.
And I got to look at the bottom side of your steering wheel in 2 different screens.
There you go.
Hey, Frozen House commented on my thing and said I wasn't photogenic, that I was just okay to listen to.
Jeez.
I know my voice must be like heaven.
It is. That's why you're showing us the sky right now.
Yeah, Nikki, I have one of those faces for radio too.
I don't blame you, Mary.
I don't either. Man, I would totally be tablet babysitting my small kids right now.
Yeah.
I'd be guilty.
That's okay.
Take this and be quiet. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Morning, David. Morning, Deb.
Morning, David. Morning, Deb.
Oh. How's everyone doing?
All right. I don't need to be here. I need to be on the road to my storage unit.
Oh, that's right. I thought you were going there.
I am. I'm just slow getting started. It's going to be 100 degrees today, so the longer I wait to get over there,
the hotter it's going to be.
Storage unit is going to become like a blast furnace.
Yeah. So you better get moving. Got a lot of fire.
Are you gonna go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
He had to give us more time.
He needed to hear our sweet angel-like voices.
There you go.
To give him the motivation to go to that storage.
I love you, Valerie. You're just on top of my motivations.
Hey, why don't you take your camera with you, Todd?
I think I will this time.
It was a field trip.
Yeah.
I've been kind of wondering because there's risque magazines in there.
Oh, please, we don't care on the show.
Well, I mean, I don't want to put that live on YouTube on my channel on a video, so I'm trying to think about how I can film the unit because they're just sitting there on top of everything.
Well, it just doesn't matter.
Just if you feel uncomfortable about that, though, you can just always cover them up.
Well, I don't think he's so much worried about offending us. He's worried about nudity on YouTube. You can get
you
can get a channel strike.
Before you turn your camera on, Todd, just take them off and put them in the back of your truck or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's more work than I want to do. I just want to walk in and show you.
Sounds like more of an excuse than a worry.
Oh my goodness!
I just need something to whine at. You know me.
I just put them in your truck.
You know me. I just need something to whine about.
I know.
That's okay.
All right, it's part of your Southern charm.
Yeah,
we love it about you.
You wouldn't be you if you didn't have that.
Well, you know, I'm a whiner, but at least I don't do the drama thing.
That's
No.
right.
Todd,
Yes,
You are correct.
we're so happy
Wait a
for
minute.
that.
Todd
Man.
gave like second word of his sentence, and they'd be done with the show.
Mhm.
They talk so fast on there.
My most watched video, I don't know how many comments I got on it that say, you talk too much.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I would never
Todd,
comment that.
at the risk of sounding weird, I love listening to you. Really.
I know, me
You
too.
know,
I do too.
I give you shit about talking like you have a lot of shit in your mouth. But no, really and truly, I love listening to your voice. Not to be weird or creepy.
I
Sorry,
like
Gwen, but I do. I enjoy listening to your voice. You have a very soothing
It's
voice.
calming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
with the perfect amount of southern in it. And yes, I do love listening to your voice, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's
you're a
like,
southern gentleman through and through.
That's why every girl I dated in college fell asleep before I could kiss them.
Your soothing voice. You aren't boring. You just have a soothing voice.
You do have a
I'm
super
like,
choice. Definitely.
I'm like, oh God, I put another girl to sleep. Crap. So much for getting a kiss out of her.
Oh, shoot.
Well,
I feel like I'm sitting on the ground. I'm in a car.
why are you? Oh, you're in a car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those
I'm
two
driving my
trucks.
daughter's car because I left my truck. I left my truck over at my dad's house, hooked up to the trailer because it's got a bunch of scrap on it. So I didn't want
oh,
to drive it. I didn't want to drive it all the way home and all the way back to town.
right.
So I drove my daughter's car home last night, and now I'm here to pick up my daughter to take her to work, and then I'm going to wait up on the hill for her for a couple hours while she finishes working, and then we're going to go load more scrap. She's going to come help me.
Oh, good.
She has to go in and do some paperwork. So I figure I'll just go do some rummage sailing while she's in the work. And
Mary wants to know what's wrong with your hand, Nikki.
nothing, just hurt. I think I have gout because it seems like every time I eat sugar, my hand, my wrist, and my shoulder hurt. So I put this wrist brace on. It makes it feel better, and then in a couple days I can take it off, and it's
Yeah.
good until I overindulge in sugar again, and then I have the pain again. Thanks for asking, though. I've gone in and tested. It's not carpal tunnel or anything. So I'm just assuming it's gout.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's nothing serious.
I know.
No, when I went in that time, a while back, they told me there was nothing wrong with me. I was like, well, there has to be something wrong with me when you have excruciating pain.
Right. When you're
I mean,
hurting.
last night I didn't take any ibuprofen because I've been taking too much of it lately. And I mean, I was in excruciating pain all night long. I couldn't sleep hardly.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so
that's kind of a telltale sign. Something's going on.
Something's going on. Yeah.
I just had it, so I figured, well, I self-diagnosed myself.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Since the doctor said there
Google
was
it at
nothing
least
wrong
to
with
make
me.
sure Google agreed with you.
I'm a pro at that. I can do that like nothing.
I've been putting down in my book, like it's my listing book, like what I've listed for the day. And like I write some stuff about sales and stuff like that, but I do a daily page, and I have my weight on there, I have my sugar on there, and I'm also using that that pulse ox and putting my
your sats on there too.
Sats and my pulse.
Good.
So
your what? Your pulse?
My pulse.
Oh, pulse.
Pulse.
Okay.
For what? My pulse.
Yeah,
At
your
first
heart
it
rate.
sounded like you saying pulls.
Oh, no, pulse.
Pulse.
What? What are pulls?
Oh my goodness.
Pulse. Am I not saying it right?
No, you're saying it right.
When you say
Okay.
it
Nikki
slowly,
just doesn't know how to talk.
when you say it slowly, you said it right. But when you were first talking, it felt like you said pulls. I was like, what the hell's a pull? Yeah, I put my pulls on there. Huh?
Pulse.
Okay. Anyway, sorry.
That's okay. I like interpreting for you.
Oh
That's
my
all right.
gosh.
All y'all talk weird.
We all do.
I know, it's like we're all talking a different language.
I know.
Yeah.
Brandon was playing with the dogs last night in bed, and I'm like, "Can you move? I'm trying to read the TV." And he's like, "What do you mean you're trying to read it? You can't hear it?" And I said, no. And especially, if you're talking to the dogs and stuff, no, I can't hear, the freaking TV. He's like, "Well, you should have told me. I would have turned it up. I didn't realize you couldn't hear it." Well, I am freaking deaf,
You know what? We would have so much trouble if somebody like Car Boot Picker came on and was talking with us.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah.
Who's that?
He's the
Carpet
Northern
picker?
Ireland. Huh?
Car boot picker.
Yeah, car boot picker.
It's David, ain't it?
Yeah,
it's David McMillan. He's from Ireland.
Yeah, he's real nice in the chats.
Carbon picker?
Car boot. Like a boot, like a car boot. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
in England and Ireland, they call a car trunk a boot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
When people are selling at the car boot, all they do is open their trunk and just sell out the trunk of their car.
I've heard that before from, I think it was Black Eye Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him in forever.
Me neither.
He was on vacation there for a while.
Yeah, I'll have to get a hold of him. See what's up.
Well, you got his phone number or what?
I don't know, but I know him. I mean,
you can message him. I think he's probably on your Facebook Messenger, I would assume.
Yeah, I have him on Facebook Messenger.
He's the Aussie.
Sometimes he's kind of hard to understand too.
Yeah.
I have a really hard time because it's like a very low. Well, his voice isn't too low. I think that's why I do okay with him. His voice isn't too low, but I really have to watch his mouth when he talks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched a movie the other day about it was set in South Africa and there was these robots and stuff. Anyway, golly, those guys were hard to understand.
Mm-hmm. But I love to hear them talk. I love Australian accents and UK accents. I really love all kinds of accents. You know what's a really funny video if you haven't seen it? Have you seen that he's either I think he's Nigerian, and he's talking about like reading letters from people about I think this guy is like I think he's like a OBGYN or something like that, and he's reading letters from people that like they're asking questions about if their child could be theirs or not or something. Mm-hmm. And he starts reading the letter. hello, I'm not sure if my child is my own. He says, okay, that's understandable, and he thinks it's a letter from a guy, but it's actually from a woman. And this woman says, I gave birth to my child, but my boyfriend was having an affair, and I think I may have had her kid.
What?
And that's what he says too. He's like, oh. He goes, one time I went to put my hand in the microwave to warm it up, and I thought, oh, I'm the stupidest person in the world, but now I know that I'm not. just his accent makes it so much funnier.
Oh my gosh.
But he keeps on reading, people's stupid letters about stuff like that, and he's like, oh. And he's like, finally, he just sinks down and down and down in his chair, and he's like, acting like he's gonna freaking flip or something. It's so funny. But his Nigerian accent makes it so much funnier. But yeah, I really love. I mean, I haven't heard an accent that I really don't love.
Right.
Even Spanish is really pretty to me.
Morning, Mike.
Nigerians that want to send me $10 million to keep for Prince Fazananad.
Mike says you said big boot and big boobs. you said it, remember? Oh my gosh.
Okay, kids. I'm gone.
Yep.
All right, have fun. Don't melt.
May the force be with you.
I am not going to work hard. I am going to work, but I am not going to work hard.
I think that's a good plan.
And have fun.
You have some. Go in there thinking that you're gonna, hit the jackpot.
I could. I've already sold one item for 60 and one item for 9.
Great.
And I got bids on one item for 39. So,
woohoo!
Make sure you bring you lots of water and maybe a chair too,
and maybe a snack.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Be prepared.
Bye.
Bye. Have fun. Morning, Lori.
Good morning.
Are you feeling better?
Oh yeah, much.
That's good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, I kind of just vegged out the rest of the day yesterday and took some sinus meds, and now I'm better.
Good.
That's really good.
At least I don't feel like I'm trying to breathe through oatmeal. So.
Yeah, I understand. I completely. That's just a horrible feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't get a good deep breath, and there's so much junk.
My head was so clogged up and so much pressure behind my eyes. It's like,
Yeah. It's kind of hard to breathe today because it's 97% humidity. We're supposed to get rain.
It's pouring the rain here. It's supposed to rain for the next 3 or 4 days here.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm. Shelly says, "Oh, you guys got it? That's awesome." They bought a storage unit yesterday. Today is clean out day. It's going to be hot and busy. Dirty hot. That's awesome. Very good.
You take lots of water too. Take some breaks.
Yep. Take you some protein bars or something. Oh, I don't know how warm it's supposed to be here, but I'm hoping it's going to kind of clear up a little bit. It's been kind of overcast and yucky the last couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is here, but it's supposed to be 87.
It's bright and sunny right now, but we're supposed to get rain around noon or 1. Supposed to be like 70% chance, so it's almost a done deal, you know.
I think I got a bridesmaid bag with this jewelry I got. They're all these are pearl. They're all exactly the same except for the class. I got about
Probably
12.
so. Probably so.
So you're gonna sell them all together then?
Yeah. One of them, I got to fix the clasp on them. It's broke, but I can fix it. So.
Yeah.
Then check out this bracelet. It's a stretchy. I don't know if it's lucite or what. Stretches. There's no markings on it.
That's very pretty. I like that.
It's like a, what would you call that? A coral?
No, it looks like it's got hand painting over whatever it is because it's kind of chipped off in places. A little place here and there. But it looks like it's got. Yeah, it's been painted over because the original is. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a. See where it's chipped off?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like a. It's got like that mother of pearl look to it underneath it.
Kind of an iridescent type of.
Yeah.
Still really pretty. Yeah, it's like a coral salmon.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of was salmon.
Color. And whatever they put on it, it doesn't hold to the base very good. They didn't put a base coat on it, so it's chipping off really bad.
Yeah. All right.
I got one more piece to show you. I got this from the thrift shop. Check this out.
Ooh. Now, what is this? Is that marked or anything?
No, it's not. And it's got it's a brooch and a pin, and in the back, it's that little centerpiece comes off, and you can turn. It's 3 pieces layered, and you can turn it. So I don't know if somebody taken a piece of maybe the top of a lamp and turn it into jewelry or what.
Huh?
But it's all enamel.
Wow.
It's 3 layered pieces. It is. It's really pretty. I just can't find any markings on it or anything like it. It reminds me of an old military star just a little bit, but it also looks like the top of an old what do they call them? Hurricane lamps.
Yeah.
The bulb top. That's what it reminds me of.
A finial?
What is it?
What is that? Let me see. Oh, I don't know. That's pretty though.
And then it's got a screw thing in the back. That little centerpiece turns and I can or disassemble it.
Huh. Is it like for a military hat? I'm sorry.
I don't know. That's what. Well, I'm thinking it may have been at one time because it looks like the.
That's
it looks
exactly
like the. It looks like the pin back and the. The pendant piece have been added because that's not your standard bail. That's just a. Right. It looks like a jump ring. It's been added to it.
Either that or maybe a lady's hat back in the day or something.
That's what I'm wondering if. A
wool hat.
It's really heavy piece. It's really pretty.
There's no insignia on it or anything?
No, and I'm about afraid to take it apart. I know all 3 pieces come apart, but I'm about afraid to.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would just sell it like that.
It's a very ornate piece.
That's pretty.
When I seen it, I was like, oh, I got to have that piece. It was only like $1. No, it was $3. Just really neat.
Or you paid $25 for it? What the heck?
A whole storage unit?
Yeah.
I want to find something like that.
I know.
I'm going to whine now.
Paid $25. Already found a vintage train set. Awesome.
Ooh.
Said it was a 10 by 20.
Wow.
Hey, Hank.
Hi, Hank.
Oh. Kathy says the smoke from the Canadian fires makes it hard to breathe.
Mm.
Stay inside.
Where does she live? I forgot.
It's a good question. I don't remember. Kathy, where do you live? Yeah, I know. My daughter, her and her husband and boy took pictures the other day, and because of they're not very far from Reading, and all the smoke from those fires were.
Wow.
She was afraid that, and she was afraid that it was gonna, mess up the pictures or not allow them to get the best picture that they could, So.
Oh, Tacoma, Washington.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I've been to Tacoma a couple times.
I've never been out west. I was out west once. I went to California when I was 15. My brother, 14. My brother lived there. He sent me out there by myself.
Wow.
Out there to be with him for a couple weeks. Well, I was 14. It was summer. I did not want to be in California. I wanted to be with my friends at home.
Right. Right.
My boyfriend, Oh, I was miserable. He sent me home like a week early.
Oh, no.
I hated it so much. And now I want to go to the West Coast and just see all the different things.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah, 14 wasn't a good age to go.
Yeah.
Especially with my brother, who's 20 years older than me, and, so
Right.
34. He's not married, no kids. So what am I going to do?
Right. Exactly.
He had all these plans for us, but
well,
now if somebody wants to send me out to California, I'd be happy to.
I'll go. I'll go. Yeah. Near Gig Harbor. Yeah, we have some family up in the Washington area. Too dang cold up there.
Already?
Oh, not right now. I mean, I'm sure they have pretty good summers. But yeah, in the wintertime, it's just too cold.
Oh, well. I know about cold winters. I'm hoping this winter isn't as bad as last winter.
I hope it's not. I seen a fuzzy caterpillar the other day, and yeah, that's not a good sign.
Oh, my mom swears by that too.
Because at certain times during the year you'll see them, and they'll be like completely fuzzy and black, and the road will just be covered with them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. And but yeah, they say that when those are really, really, really fuzzy, yeah, it's supposed to be a heck of a winter coming.
Ugh.
And if they make it across the road, that's what we hear.
That's where I used to live.
Make it across the road.
Yeah.
That's where I used to live, Kathy, not Valerie.
Yeah, we have relatives near Puget Sound, and I think it's Oak Harbor area.
Yeah.
I have a
Whidbey Island.
Couple of cousins and aunt or two. So,
but I used to live in Shelton, and Job was actually born in Shelton, Washington. Very pretty place.
yeah, Mike was saying on that pin, Lori, that it almost looks Russian military.
That's what I was thinking too. I've never seen nothing like it.
Yeah.
Almost like like a medal almost.
Yep.
I'll have to do some research on that. Looks like I'll be taking a trip to the library, look at old jewelry books.
I would Google military Russian medals and see what comes up.
Might find some good info on that.
I got a vintage West Germany necklace too. It's just probably around the 1950s is what by the look of the clasp. Look at that clasp. You ever seen one like that?
Oh wow.
Pretty.
And then it kind of slides, has a paddle that slides out.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'd say 1950s, 1960s.
Are those glass or are they plastic?
They're plastic.
Oh, okay. Tap them on your teeth and you'll see if they're glass. Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're definitely plastic. There's not enough weight to them to be glass.
I told you, Sally. I told you.
Bridget always says, do the teeth test. Do the teeth test.
You do that with pearls, too. Pearls if they're real rough in your teeth.
I've been saying it, and then they say it on Jewelry Detectives, and Sally's like, that's what Bridget
I hate doing that because it's like, but it makes you cringe.
Yeah. So. I'm just afraid that it's going to feel like, fingernails on a scratch board or a chalkboard.
Yeah, I don't know if I could tell the difference just from that.
You would. You can definitely feel the difference.
Yeah.
And here's another piece I got, but there's no markings on it. It looks like Sarah Coventry. A piece of topaz in it, but there's no markings on it.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Ooh, you're getting very
It looks like it could be older. Looks like it could be older than like a Sarah Coventry piece.
Yeah. I can't find any markings on it whatsoever.
It's pretty though.
It is pretty.
This one's Sarah Coventry.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty.
I got this one too, and I'm thinking this is Bakelite. A Bakelite piece of hers.
Ooh, nice.
That's pretty too.
Yeah, that's Sarah Coventry.
See,
I'm like Valerie. I like jewelry by the look, but not by the brand. Like,
yeah,
it looks pretty to me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like that the pin piece that was on a tray in the cabinet at the thrift shop. I was like, oh, I gotta have a look at that. I said that is gorgeous.
I mean, most of the Sarah Coventry pieces that I found, they're marked though. They're marked Sarah or Sarah Coventry.
And I got this. This was just, there's no markings on it, but I got it for one. It looks like a giant guitar pick, but it has like abalone in the center of it.
Oh yeah.
That is really pretty. And I like that.
On the back, it's got like 4-leaf clovers and doves. So I think it's it's a more modern piece. I think.
Yeah.
From what I could tell, but it was really pretty.
Yeah, it is.
That's beautiful.
I'd keep that for myself, but
it's really pretty.
I know the lady at the counter was like, I was hoping nobody would buy that.
See, I wouldn't be able to know, like, to say if something is Bakelite or, I mean, like any of that stuff, like a difference between plastic and that, or I just don't think I would know the difference. I'm not that experienced yet.
Yeah.
You got Bakelite and you got Lucite. And it's like, good Lord, how many ites are there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what Lucite is either, and I've looked it up, and I'm like,
it's hard to tell.
I don't know if I could tell the difference
unless it's marked. It's hard to tell because this is genuine Lucite here, and it just looks like plastic to me.
Yep.
And
that's Lucite.
Yeah, and that's actually marked. It says genuine Lucite on it. Oop, I tagged this.
Oh, cool.
Can I see that again?
I've had Lucite purses before, and they're not marked, but you just kind of know.
Huh.
Is that the one with the cool clasp?
No, this is the one with the cool clasp. This is the West Germany.
Oh,
I don't even know if it's Lucite. It might be. I don't know. So I don't know how to test for Lucite.
I don't either. That's a good question. I mean, I know how to tell clear Lucite, but not
right.
Deb, can you get on that? Usually she's pretty good about doing that with jewelry.
I was just looking it up. How to test for Lucite jewelry. When I put that in, all that came up was testing Bakelite and celluloid. See, I've never even heard of celluloid.
And see, this is another Lucite. See, it just looks like red and white plastic to me.
Yeah. It says, is it Lucite or plastic? Lucite is actually a brand name. It is a brand name of DuPont's acrylic type of material that has the properties of plastic and glass, which means it is clear. Lucite is another type of plastic that is acrylic. Plastic is a synthetic or semi-synthetic polymer.
So if it's Lucite, it's going to have a little bit of weight to it because it's got plastic and glass.
And glass, right?
Would be my guess because both of these are Lucite and they have some weight to them, whereas this is plastic and no weight to it.
Isn't Lucite almost like the same thing as a plexiglass type thing?
That's what I'm thinking because we used plexiglass quite a bit where I used to work. And it did have some weight to it. Even a small piece has weight to it.
And that wouldn't make sense if it's plastic and glass.
Yeah, because the glass, of course, it's going to give it its weight.
Oh,
yeah,
what?
Good to know.
Okay.
It almost feels like a glass bead, but it's not. It's actually a mixture. So I can see that now. I can see that. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Ansley just put a link in the chat.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Lucite is a resin.
Yeah, because it's a mixture of the two. Write that down.
Embedded Lucite, made during 1940 to 1953, is by incorporating glitter, rhinestone, seashells, and other materials, was widely used in hard-sided purses, which are actively collected today. That's a lot of reading, but that's a good site. I'm gonna bookmark that.
Yeah, I did too.
See, I love learning about new things like this. I think it is so cool that
now,
I mean my whole life.
That Catalan that they talk about is popular with old vintage radios too. the plastic looking radios.
Yes.
Those are worth money because they come in all different shapes and colors.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just popped in my head.
No, I'm glad you said that. No, what I was gonna say was my whole life I've done a lot of different things as far as like work goes, and my boss actually, whenever she's heard of all the things that I've actually done, she calls me the Sally of all trades. And I think it's so cool because I would get bored. I'd get bored and I'd move on to something completely different,
Mm-hmm.
And this with eBay, I don't ever get bored.
That's me. I don't either. I mean, I've had a lot of hobbies in my life, done a lot of things, But
if you get bored, move on to something different. Learn about something new.
Yeah, there's so many things to be able to research and learn about that you shouldn't be bored.
And that's what I like about it is I've always loved researching. I've always loved looking stuff up. So I combine that with thrift shopping and running a business. It's a big hobby. Just like metal detecting, there's some things you can take from metal detecting and actually sell it on eBay. So I mean, it's just like unreal. It's like, oh, there's another part of the hobby I like.
Yep. Mike says lucite will break on you if you're not careful with it. Only item I have ever broken during shipping: lucite table legs. Knock on wood. Oh man, lucite table legs, huh? Wow.
Oh, have you ever seen a lucite table, Sally?
Oh, they're beautiful.
No. They're gorgeous.
I don't think so.
Nikki.
Hi.
Hi, Nikki. Yeah, look it up on Google. Google a picture of that. They're so pretty.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Lucite table. Ooh.
Aren't they cool?
Yeah, very pretty.
54. Oh, Thursday. Today's Thursday, isn't it? Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
I'm sitting here just getting aggravated because these people didn't have their rummage sale open. Well, Thursday it's 12 to 6, not 9.
Oh.
I'm sitting here just outside their house just getting aggravated that they haven't started their rummage sale yet. They're supposed to start in like 6 minutes, and I'm going to go look at the sign. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. It's Thursday, not Friday, dumbass.
I'm glad it's not Friday. I have to be in court tomorrow, so.
Sorry, I had a phone call. I have an appointment for my ultrasound.
Oh. Good.
When is that?
Monday.
Oh.
What did you do at the dentist the other day?
Well, that's funny because I didn't have. Apparently, I didn't have an appointment on that day.
Oh.
So I drove all the way there. And they said, "Yeah, you're not scheduled till the 20th." So I have a dental appointment at noon, and then I gotta hightail it to St. Joe for the ultrasound appointment.
On the same day? Wow.
That's at 2:45. So
oh my gosh.
I should get out of there about 1. I should be fine.
Yeah.
And I know where it's at, so it shouldn't be a problem.
It's just a pain rushing around.
Yeah.
But maybe it'll be good. You don't have to wait so long.
Exactly.
I'll
just what I like to do is I like to go to my so I'll go to my dental appointment early. I'll get there about 11:30 and see if I can get in there a little bit earlier, and then so
try to get in there.
So yeah, see if I can get in a little bit early, and I don't know. We'll see. See what happens with that. But they did say, so I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh.
They did say that. What? Okay, what all did they say? They said my A1C was 7, so they said I'm officially diabetic. They said, and at this point I had not been taking any medication for diabetes. I had medication. I was supposed to be taking medication, but I stopped everything. And then they said my cholesterol was high, so they said to continue, start taking the cholesterol meds again. And they said something about my liver enzymes were a little bit high, and my white blood cell count was a little bit high. So, but that can be just from like a sinus infection or any kind of infection that can be from that. So
actually, I got called the other day and told to stop taking my cholesterol medicine.
Oh,
because
good.
I think
Did they say
because
what?
they said my liver enzymes were too high.
Oh, to take the cholesterol medicine? Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, hopefully they wouldn't just take me off of that if my cholesterol was crazy,
Sometimes when you're a little heavy, the liver enzymes will go up too.
Yeah. So, and I will say that the swelling in my legs hasn't resolved, but it's gone down.
Oh, that's good.
It's gotten better, but
you're taking Lasix every day?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking a Lasix and a potassium every day. So I'm doing
Are you
good.
drinking water?
I'm drinking water. Yeah.
After they get you on all your medicines you're supposed to be on
Oh,
and stuff, things should improve a lot better. And hopefully you won't even need that Lasix anymore.
Right.
Stay on it.
that sucks, Bridget.
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin died today.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
that's sad.
Yeah.
we're losing all the great ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, and it's sad because I see the stars that are coming out now, and they're just not
Right.
They can't be a pimple on these people's asses,
No.
They don't hold a candle. They don't hold a candle to them.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And half of them you can't even understand what they're saying.
Right. You're right.
I could belch and sound like they do.
sad.
And there'd be people out there going, "Yeah!"
It's like our kids are never gonna have anybody that's great like that.
Can you get that over the counter, Kathy?
What's that?
She said a natural replacement for metformin glucophage is chromium
Picolinate.
picolinate.
Got my. Oh, I'll have to look and see if I can get some of that. They do have that over the counter. It's at Walmart.
Oh,
okay.
You can get it at Walmart.
Brandon had to go to Grayling today for a stress test.
Oh wow.
Did you make sure you gave him a lot of stress before he left?
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Like always.
Give him a lot of stress so he passes.
my mom and dad have good friends in Grayling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So weird hearing you say these different names of towns, and it's like, oh my god, I've spent so much time in that town.
I like Grayling. We went there when we visited, and it was I like that town.
Michigan is a very nice state to visit.
I took her to Parashini.
Yep, you did.
Have you ever heard of Parashini, Nikki?
Where?
Parashini.
I don't think so.
P-E-R-E-C-H-E-N-E-Y. It was a very like it was a small town, but it was like, you know, kind of like up and coming, and the whole thing burned down.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And there was a really bad accident with kids on a school bus, and the train, and the train tracks are haunted, and the cemetery is haunted.
Yep.
The whole town's basically haunted. The whole town's basically haunted. We when I took Valerie and Mike there, I went to the back of the truck to get something, and there were all these little kid hands and footprints on the back part of my
truck.
On the back of the truck.
The
window.
Yeah, the window.
Move out of the way.
Yeah. There's people that go up there and do seances on Halloween and days like that. And then there's well, like anytime basically, there's people that just go up there. A lot of the headstones and stuff like that have been stolen. It's just crazy. There's been people that their car has died on the train tracks and wouldn't move. And they had to actually put it in neutral and push it off the train tracks and then start it.
We've got one like that here. It's called Crybaby Bridge. It's a train trestle.
Oh, wow.
Same type of thing where a car got hit by a... I think every town has that legend.
Yeah. It seems like it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to St. John's?
No.
Oh, that's where my mother grew up.
Oh.
Have you heard of it?
No.
It's not a very big town.
Nope, I've never even heard of it. Where's that at?
I think it's like an hour or something from you. That's where my auntie lives.
It's kind of different. Yeah.
Is the Red Hat Society still a big thing?
No.
Yeah, as far as I know. I was part of it in California.
Were you really?
What is it? Is it like a...
Were you really?
I would. Okay, so the Red Hat Society is for women 50 and older, I believe.
What the hell were you doing in it then?
I was a pink hat.
Oh.
Pink hats are for women that are younger than that.
Oh.
But the Red Hat women always got like priority meetings and priority parties and stuff like that. And I wasn't allowed to some of them, but I was allowed to most of the parties and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, and it was a big thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I just Sally just wanted a pink hat. Yep. You know me.
What was it called? A beat cap?
A pink.
Are you serious, Nikki, right now?
I couldn't understand what you were saying.
I swear you're doing that on purpose.
No, I'm not. You talked right, I'd understand.
You're such a brat.
Yeah, but people like me.
Yeah, well, people like me too, bastard.
Gee.
Wow.
It's getting rough in
Well,
here.
what's that about?
Paws away.
If people like me.
They like me. They really like me.
I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah. Neither did I.
Nikki listens in Minnesota. She has the Minnesota listening ear, so she can't understand sometimes. Somebody said, who is it? Somebody said, get the wax. Oh, Sherry.
Yeah, Sherry.
Get your ear wax checked. Sorry, I'm rolling over bubble wrap with my chair.
I thought it was your cap gun.
No, I don't have one.
Oh.
But you know what? I found a bunch of old caps for a cap gun, but they were like in sheets.
Uh-huh.
And some of the boxes were ruined, so I took them out outside with a hammer, and I was smashing them on my sidewalk. It was fun.
Stress reliever.
It was fun. It was. And somebody, they're like, "What are you doing?" And I told him what I was doing. He's like, "Oh, I did that when I was like 8." I'm like, "So it's fun."
Well, I'm doing it now.
I know.
Let's see here.
Well, they're cute.
It is warm in here, or it's just me. Man. I'm about to take my shirt off. I'm so warm.
Uh-oh.
I'll turn my camera off first. Don't worry.
Let's see.
Mickey bag behind me. Oh, isn't that cute? It's reversible. It's Mickey on this side, and then you can reverse it, and it's Minnie Mouse.
Aww.
Isn't that cute?
If you like Disney, I'll do my video sometime with my Disney stuff behind me.
Yeah, we'd love to see that.
Oh my gosh. Topless Thursday.
There you go.
Topless any day.
Let's see.
I got it. Okay. I belong to, what do you call them? Like when they do unboxings, like, what the heck are they called?
Box openers?
No, those mystery boxes, like Loot Crate, stuff like that.
Yeah, like the snack crate.
I do a Disney one. I have a Disney one I do. And I got that in one of those boxes.
Oh, cool.
My daughter used to have snack crate. Some of that stuff was just gross.
Yeah, subscription boxes. Thank you. Yep. I belong to, well, I stopped my subscription for the last couple months because I'm going to Disney next month. So, but I usually get 2 a month. I'm crazy. You and Valerie both wearing cha-ching shirts. Yes, we are.
Oh.
And it wasn't planned.
Oh. Not at all.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, sorry. None of my Disney stuff is usually for sale. Unless it's Disney jewelry. I have that for sale, but not that.
No, those are your babies.
Yeah. Well, and I get teased about how many Disney bags I have because I have a bunch of them.
Huh.
I like bags. Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, she said, damn it.
When I'm an old woman, I'll wear purple. Well, I guess I cross that line.
Yeah, I'm about there too.
I love purple.
One of my neighbors came over yesterday and he has this thing in his hand and he's always drunk. But anyway, he says to me, how much do you think this is worth? It's from my grandfather. It's an old corn planter. I'm like, I don't know. I don't just like. So I'm looking, and I'm like, well, let me look it up. And it was Acme, and I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, about $25 to $40. He goes, really? I thought maybe it'd be $1,000 because it belonged to my grandpa. It's really old. It doesn't mean anything. Oh, it's just funny how people think that, if it's from early 1900s, it's going to be worth thousands.
Automatically.
Yep.
Automatically. No matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I felt so bad telling them, I'm like.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Then he asked if he could go dumpster diving with me, and I'm like, no, go home. My neighbor and I were talking about it. He goes, I'll go with you guys. I'm like, no, you have to wake up early for work. Go home. Had his thing in his hand.
Oh my God.
That's what I heard. I was like, what?
Oh my gosh, don't say that, because with him, I would know. I mean, he's the type of person that when he goes by in his truck and the window's down, you can smell the alcohol.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's how bad it is.
Wow.
Here comes my neighbor with his thing in his hand. He's one ball man, and he's off to the rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
We're not allowed to sing that song at the VFW or nothing like that.
Oh, that's pretty.
Sherry said, I heard that too, Val, but I wasn't going to go there so early in the show. So early in the show, we sometimes go there as soon as it starts. This is late in the show. We
don't hold out.
No.
We get right on the subject.
Especially Todd yesterday. Oh my gosh, he was making me laugh.
Oh my gosh, he was.
Him and Valerie, they were both in like rare form yesterday.
Yes. Yes.
Must be the Texas weather.
Must be. All that heat's making them delirious. Yeah, they were crazy.
What's wrong, Maureen?
Huh?
I'm trying to. The 3 Disney snow globes, effing jerk. Get on my nerves, pisses me off.
That's the song.
Oh!
Man, you're off the rodeo. And jerk. Piss me off.
Rolling up in the chat to see what I missed.
It's alimony left and alimony right.
Like, what is she talking about?
What song is that?
It's called The Rodeo. It's a dirty song.
Oh, okay.
It's actually Here Comes Billy with he's a one-ball man. Here comes Billy, he's a one-ball man. You'll have to look it up. Okay. My brother used to sing it all the time.
All right, I'll have to look it up.
Yes, Deb, I am a professional Disney hoarder. You are correct. Man.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I've got to collect something, right?
Yeah.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I've collected a little bit of Elvis stuff, and people would, like for my birthday or whatever, they would get me Elvis stuff, which is fine. I like Elvis. I like Wizard of Oz. I Love Lucy. So, any of those, is good. And it kind of helped me be able to tell, family, what I wanted.
Right, because it's hard when they ask me, like,
right. It's like, I don't know. If I want something, I'll just go out and get it.
That's how I am.
That's just how I don't wait for, and Mike always used to get onto me for that. He's like, why don't you wait? And I'm like, I don't want to wait.
We're not, we have a rule in this house that you're not allowed to buy yourself anything after September. Because it's so hard.
Yeah. But, but once I, I was like, well, I do like Elvis. And so I'll take, anything that's Elvis. And so that kind of helped everybody, you know, understand that whole system, and I was good. But I mean, I've never had as much Elvis stuff as I have right now. My collection is continuously growing, so which is great. I love it.
I have a goal.
Love it.
When I collect stuff like this.
What's your goal, Sally?
I want to get Poshmark ambassador by the end of the month.
Okay.
So that's what I'm.
Let's go.
What's her goal?
She wants she wants to be an ambassador by the end of the month.
Okay.
Make it happen. Do you know where are you at?
Let's see.
You're all set with everything except for sales, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna that's 5 for 25. I think I'm gonna make it 6 for 30. Just so I can blow stuff out and get some sales, maybe.
Right.
Has that 5 for 25 done?
No, I haven't done anything on it.
Okay.
I tried something like that. So, anything either.
What do you think I should change it to?
I wouldn't put anything on it, to tell you the truth. I would take your 5 for 25 off. And just share the shit out of your store. Like, I'm serious, like every hour. Share your closet.
Okay.
Share.
Okay.
Brandon's back. That would be my thought. And if it doesn't work, if it doesn't work out, you don't get anything, I would do it while you're off. And then, if it doesn't work out, then you could try something else. But this is the thing. People like cheap prices, but if they think that it's not worth it, like if you got it so low that it's not worth it for them to buy it, or if it's not, then they're not going to buy it.
Yeah.
So I would take that off. I know that's kind of a lot of work, but
no, it's not really.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
Dang it. I also notice when I add things, like new things, some of the older things sell. It's just like eBay.
Yep.
No. So.
Yeah, I would, and that's another thing I would do is I would put some more stuff up.
Definitely. Some different type of stuff, some of her jewelry, stuff like that.
Yep.
If she doesn't have her headphones on, but. Aww. Kissy.
Kissy face. Trying to get through this last bag. Been trying to list jewelry every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get through this stuff.
Sally. Also, make sure that you list a few things every day on there, even like your jewelry, all different stuff, and try to get some bigger sizes on there. So if you have any more sizes or something like that.
I know it's hard. It's hard to find bigger sizes because, like, I have some things, but I don't have a lot of bigger sizes. I have a lot of smaller sizes.
Right.
Yeah,
because they don't sell as quickly, so that's what you get.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I would just try to, definitely your jewelry. I don't know. Because I've noticed every time I add a few more things onto my Posh, something will sell. Either if it's old stuff or... I mean, I just sold a pair of sandals.
Right.
Yeah.
that I've had on there since I started.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay, see you in a little bit.
See you later. Bye. Do we all get kisses?
Kissy face, kissy face.
I'll be back.
Okay.
But I think that's a good goal. I think that's great, and I think it's attainable.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think you can do it.
Yep. You know, even if you put some cheaper things on there, you know, for even if you don't make a huge profit on them, things that you know, don't care if you make a huge profit on, like $7 items, whatever, just to get the number up so you can get into the ambassador status.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm talking Poshmark. I'll tell you what, I was so against Poshmark when you first started your Posh Pit. Mike and I were talking. I'm like, I don't know about this Poshmark thing, but I know I'm not going to do it. I'll watch the show, but I'm not doing it.
I love it. I like the fact that, you know, because I mean, at a certain point, and when I first started my account, I was completely against it. I was like, no, I am not doing that. I am not sharing. You know, I'm not doing it. It's just not going to happen for me. And yeah, and here I am.
I know. I said the same thing.
Sharing like a mad woman. Ooh, that is beautiful.
Well,
I love that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to find a pendant for that.
Can you
or chain
show
for
us?
it. Yeah.
Just saying it.
I see.
Thought she was gonna put it away. Oh,
that is pretty. Is it turquoise?
I don't know.
Wow,
that's nice.
Like the edges of it.
I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, you gotta find.
I'll find a silver
chain.
For that. That's really pretty.
That's mine.
Thank you, Kathy. I shared a little bit last night. I looked at my likes and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many. So I'm like, okay, if I just share, even like, you know, 6 or 10 or something on everybody's thing, then, you know, then that'll be at least something, you know, for today.
Right.
I just wanted to get something, you know, some shares on there, you know, because I feel so bad. I feel so bad because I don't share enough, but I just need to share more. That's all there is to it.
Well, make sure you share your own first, because I've fallen into that lately where I'll share other people's and not my closet for days. So
yeah.
make sure you share yours first.
Okay.
And I mean, that's the thing too, is everybody, I believe that it does help. I think, you know, when you're sharing somebody's store, I think that does help them get sales.
Oh God.
And you get the you know, people notice your store and stuff. So I do believe that helps. So yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought and just went bye-bye.
That's okay.
Yeah, so many on the list. That's the thing, is just do, you know, even if you can do 5, even if you can do one line, you know, a 4 or whatever, even if you can do that, that's something.
I get lost too, and I'll like share 20 or 30 of one person's thing, and then the next one I'm like, How many did I do already? Did I do about 30? Nope, I only did 5 on that person. Shit. I get lost.
But you know, people aren't going to get upset if, you know, if you're not able to, you know, share their whole store. That's why it's so important. That's why it's so important for you to share your own stuff. Is because, you know, that's kind of the way I think of it anyway. Okay, I don't know how. Mrs. shared a Met shirt I had, and someone bought it last night just after she shared. Awesome.
That is cool.
That's what happens. Dang it. Okay. Let's see here what we got going on. Yeah, absolutely. Feel bad when you're dedicated. Yeah. Morning, Cindy. How you doing today?
Hi, Jennifer.
Morning,
I do not know how these
Bailey,
go.
put extra large stuff on there, please.
Okay. I will look.
Or stretchy large.
Okay.
That's awesome, Hank. Morning, Jennifer. Morning, Carol.
Morning.
I know.
Good
It's been hard for me to. I've been slacking on my sharing so bad lately, and I gotta get back on track.
She says, one Poshmark and one Macari so far this morning, keeping my wives happy. Her husbands, whatever.
Yep, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
All right. Oh, let's see.
I don't count how many I share. I just share whatever on people's clothes. Yep.
I just try to go like, okay, I'm gonna do like 4 lines, and then try to do that many, and then I end up counting, and
I don't even count. I just do it. And then sometimes I end up with like, oh, I did 80 of hers. And
yeah.
Sometimes you just keep going and you just don't think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's such a, you don't have to think about it when you're doing it. You just
like, I'll do it if I'm on here, or whatever. And it's easy to do.
Yep. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm just going through some of my jewelry. Trying to get some. I put a bunch on. I think I had 15 on last night that I added.
Good job.
To eBay.
To eBay or to Poshmark?
Yeah, just to eBay. I didn't put them on Poshmark yet.
I had messaged the auctioneer's wife because there's an auction tomorrow. There's some stuff I wanted, and I have to be somewhere tomorrow. So I said, "Can I leave a left bid?" And she goes, "Yeah, for everything but the snowmobile, because she doesn't want to cart it around with her." I said, "No, I don't want the snowmobile."
Well, that sucks that you're going to miss the auction.
Yeah, I got court.
Hi, Daya. Yeah, we have, if you're a member of the reseller squad, you can go over there and we have a document with all the closet names over there. So you can go over there and look them up. Hi, Alana.
Hi, Alana.
Hi, Alana. How are you doing?
Any news? Oh, those are really pretty.
Yep, got her done, Hank.
I need to get one of those, the earring stand thingies. Sally, your phone's going off.
Okay.
Oh, no surgery date to the 11th. Well, that sucks.
Hello.
Hey, Dahlia, what's yours? And we'll follow you.
Why are they waiting? Why are they waiting, Alana? Well, I mean, at least you can enjoy that little bit of time and not have to worry about it, you know.
Yeah, but sometimes I just want to get it done and over with.
Yeah,
exactly.
that would be me. I'd be like, why are you guys waiting?
Yeah, what are you waiting for? Let's get it. Let's go.
Just
get it done.
Oh, her blood counts are too low and wonky.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
that makes sense.
Explains it.
Yeah, that makes sense why they're waiting.
I mean, they can't really do that. Well, that's, you know, when your blood counts are low or wonky or whatever, you can't really jump the gun on that. Yeah, I kind of understand, but
sorry, Alana.
Doesn't make it any better. I know. It still sucks. Well, we're here for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You best believe it.
Dahlia put her store name in there if anybody wants it.
Okay.
I put that in. I copied and pasted it, and it didn't go, Dahlia.
Huh. That didn't work out. Oh,
nice job, Deb.
So Jerry's Christmas reindeer brooch. That's awesome. Very, very good.
Oh, I know, Carol. She's down a pretty far rabbit hole.
Who's that?
You. Down the jewelry rabbit hole, Carol says.
I am. I've fallen down the rabbit hole once again.
It's fun though. It's fun, and you just find so much stuff.
Well, and you could just keep digging and digging and digging, and it's just like an endless amount of stuff. And then once you get to the very end of everything, then it's like, oh, what do I do now? Buy another bag.
I've already been looking.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even have the money to buy it, but I've already been looking.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, I know.
She said she's down the hole too.
I've been looking too. I've got what, six bags of stuff down here that's like separated. I haven't even got through those yet.
My God.
It'll happen. Yeah, it'll happen. I'm not worried.
I'm not either. It's fun, and it's a lot of stuff to learn about. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a whole process. A little bit at a time, a little here, a little there. That's a nice little frog. Little frog pendant with some green eyes. Oh my gosh. The dogs found a frog last night. It was like midnight. And so they're chasing it around in the yard. So I'm like, oh my God. I just didn't want them to like, I don't know what their mechanism is to protect, like a frog to protect themselves. I don't know. I don't even know if they have one. But I didn't want them to like
just to get away.
Yeah. But I didn't know if they were gonna, if they were gonna try to eat it. But so I was like, well, what do I do? There's echo. But so I got the little pooper scooper
themselves.
I got the pooper scooper and scooped up the frog and threw it over the fence. So at least the dogs wouldn't like. But this thing is like bouncing all over the place, and I'm screaming. It's midnight, and I'm screaming because I'm trying to get this stupid frog. Oh my God! It was pretty dang funny.
I'm afraid because Brandon just said the other day that he was chasing a snake out of the yard, and it was a gardener snake, but he said it was a big one. And he said that it went in between our steps and the house.
Oh gosh.
So it's probably underneath my porch. And so I go out there to sit on the steps, and I'm like, that thing could probably go up the back of the steps and creep underneath my legs into my shorts or something, I
love snakes.
Oh my god.
I'm so afraid of that.
I don't like mice. Snakes I like.
Yeah, I don't.
Snakes.
You like snakes? Huh?
Yeah,
I said because snakes eat mice.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like snakes.
I don't like either of them.
No, me neither.
They just need to stay away from me.
But I guess
frogs are okay. If I have to handle them, I could. If I had to handle a frog, I could.
Yeah. I guess.
But not snakes and not mice.
I guess if it was I don't know. I don't know how I would react to. I would probably say if I had to deal with either one of them, I would deal with a snake over a mouse.
Oh yeah, there's no contest with me. Absolutely.
I don't mind frogs. I take the kids and catch frogs.
Oh, I don't mind frogs either.
I like frogs.
They don't bite. They just pee on you sometimes.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like is that they pop out of nowhere and scare me. That's what I don't like.
You don't like what?
They're like I go into the garage and sometimes they go underneath my door in the garage. And and like I'll open the door and there will just be like 2 frogs jumping around. I'm like, you know. They freak me out.
Get you off guard.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Is a Vera Wang bra a good one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as good as like Victoria's Secret, but it's good.
Okay.
Dang it.
I went to a stop at Goodwill.
Oh, good job.
50% off blue tags. So I got 2 Victoria's Secret bras that were 50% off and a Vera Wang bra. And I paid $5 and some cents.
Nice.
$6, say.
Good job. You're becoming more and more of a clothing seller every day.
I've always sold bras.
I know, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I know.
I love it.
I'm stuck up here on the hill waiting for my daughter, and there's no frickin' rummage sales up here.
Uh-oh.
There was one, but it doesn't start till noon. Like crap.
Why don't you go back down the hill?
Because I'm up on the hill waiting for her.
Oh.
What time does she get out?
10:30, I think.
Oh, what time?
It's 9:44.
Yeah, you got a few minutes. You don't got no dumpsters or anything around there?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, what do you mean you don't know? Go find her.
Just drive around. Just drive around. Maybe you'll find something.
There's malls up here, but the malls all have, I don't think you can get into their dumpsters.
Well,
sometimes
you don't know until you go over there.
Well, most dumpsters in Duluth are locked. They don't usually business dumpsters. They usually lock them. Every time I go to a dumpster, it's usually locked.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why I don't usually bother. Unless I'm driving by one and see one that, you know. I could go look and see, I suppose.
Yeah. Take a drive.
I could take a nap.
Yeah, you could do
There
that.
you go.
As long as it's legal there.
Oh, I could do some panhandling. That's legal too.
There you go. Get
Mm-hmm.
you a little bit of cheeseburger money, honey.
Yeah, I'll sit on the corner and go give me some money. Oh my God, I would be just mortified if somebody drove by that I knew. I couldn't even do that. Oh my God.
Your husband would kill you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
If
your husband found out you did something like that, he'd be pissed.
My dad would kill me because he's, he's like related to like 3/4 of Duluth, and if he's not related to him, he's friends with him. And yeah, he would be pissed. Oh my God. I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. All of a sudden, all the time, my dad's like, "Oh, I heard you were here. I heard you were here." I'm like, "How do you know this?" And he's like, "Oh, I hear things." I mean, people just tell him what I'm doing all the time. And it's not like I live in a small town, but Duluth isn't a small town. I mean, there's 90,000 people, you know. So it's not like it's a small town.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't be very happy.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Oh my God, my dad last night, it was so funny. He's like, yeah, I watched that show of yours.
Oh my gosh.
You talk too much. What the hell am I supposed to do, Dad? He's like, well, show the stuff. He says, take notes from that one guy that does that show you're on. He knows how to do it. And I was like, so he's talking about Dwayne.
Oh.
And he likes the auction show. Anyways, he's like, he knows how to run a show. Oh, he's selling stuff, you know, and I'm like, I'm not trying to sell stuff, Dad. Well, what the hell are you trying to do on there? I don't understand. And I'm like, we're just talking about items and what they're worth and stuff. He said, well, a guy left because you just weren't showing stuff properly. I said, no, the guy probably had something to do.
Oh my God.
Other than sit there and watch YouTube.
My God.
Oh my gosh, you're going to have so much fun with him being on there.
My dad. And then he goes, I watched your walking show this morning. I couldn't figure out how to chat. Otherwise, I was going to say hi and mess with you.
Oh, man, you just wait. You're in for it now.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Once he finds out, yeah, he's going to give you hell.
Because he's off Wednesday through Friday. So, you know, he has nothing better to do than listen to my show. It's like, God. Dad, you can find other things on YouTube to watch than me. so then my daughter started calling him the producer. She's like, what, are you gonna produce Mommy's show or what? He's like, well, she needs a new producer. She ain't doing very good on her own.
Oh my gosh.
Like, thanks, Dad.
Thanks for the support. Oh, that's cute. Be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. That's so cool. I love that saying. That is so cool.
But see, we have to continue.
I can't believe you never heard that.
Never heard of that.
We have to continuously tell my dad that I'm not trying to sell stuff on my show. Because he thinks I'm trying to sell stuff. He goes, you didn't sell nothing. I was like, I'm not trying to sell things, Dad. Only when I'm on Dwayne's show am I selling stuff. Yeah, he knows how to run a show.
Oh my gosh.
So you get kudos, Dwayne.
You want that purple tape.
Apparently Dwayne's better than I am.
Ooh, nice, Anissa. Yeah. I got that one.
Alana says
I like that purple tape.
It's eBay tape.
Yeah, it's good tape.
Yep.
It is good tape. I like the eBay tape.
Oh yeah, I save so much money now because I don't have to buy tape.
Yeah.
I remember getting reamed for using eBay tape.
Yeah.
Huh? Why?
Oh, by
what?
Yeah. I remember.
It's so much more expensive than buying tape online.
Sally, like, yeah, what you're saying, because I want to know who reamed you for eBay tape.
It's not important. All that's important is that I don't really care.
I think I know.
I don't really care what, you know.
Gosh, as soon as I could start getting it free, I used eBay tape. I don't care. And
you know what? I think other people do that too, you know, and it's reasonable because, like, if you don't need anything else in the dang store,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, why not buy tape?
I get the padded poly mailers from them too.
Use up your dang coupon, you know.
Heck yeah.
But I do know somebody that won't use the eBay tape. He won't use none of the eBay supplies that say eBay on it because he says that's just asking for things to get stolen.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about my thing is, what about Amazon?
Yeah.
I mean, if I was gonna steal a box off somebody's porch, I'd sure as hell steal an Amazon box before I steal an eBay box.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you know what? Like, I've sold I've sold a lot of shit. And I've been using eBay branded products since they came out. Yep. And I've never had a dang package stolen.
Nope. Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock quick. I knock for you. And for me.
All right, I'm at a dumpster.
All right, go dive.
Yay!
And turn your camera on so we can see.
Yep.
Scuba deer.
I want to see you get all the good things.
That's pretty.
There you go.
Oh, get off my...
Ouch.
Found a piece of sterling silver.
Yell this damn car.
I put all my sterling in a little baggie, then I take it to the jeweler and sell it, or one of those buyers.
Cardboard.
There you go.
Empty. You must say garbage day. Yeah, I told you, I'm just a big failure when it comes to dumpster diving.
They were empty?
Yep. Well, one was full of cardboard, but I don't need any cardboard.
Yeah.
They probably just...
I have plenty right now.
They probably just came and emptied it out before you got there.
I know, I'm terrible at dumpster diving. I never get anything. Like I said, most of them are locked, usually.
Yep, your dad just got a phone call. I saw Nikki at the dumpster.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, my husband, he's like, I don't care if you do that, but don't you dare put it on YouTube. I want people thinking that we're garbage pickers. Like, I am a garbage picker. What the hell do you think I am? So I go around every spring and pick garbage. When it's during spring cleanup.
Poor Gary.
Okay, so waste management is empty. So this one's, this is Nordic, but it's cardboard only. Ain't gonna be nothing in that one. Ouch. This one doesn't say cardboard, but there's a restaurant here, so I have to be careful.
Oh yeah, don't go in.
No, I don't know which one is the restaurant.
The dumpsters aren't labeled? They label ours.
No, it's not labeled.
Now I want to go to some dumpsters.
I know, huh? That would be so awesome. Go dive a little bit. That'd be great.
So humid out right now, though.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 75 degrees today.
Yeah, and where am I going to go? Like Dollar General?
Hey, that's good stuff.
No, they're all empty.
Sally, your phone's going off.
We'll do it on another day.
Hello.
So yeah, Monday's going to be a busy day. But,
are you doing a show on Monday or?
Yeah, I'm going to do a show. I have a dental appointment at noon, and then I have an ultrasound at 2:45 that I got to go to. So, but yeah, I should be able to do a show Monday morning. That shouldn't be an issue. I don't think.
These people are like, what are you staring at us for? Look at the garbage. Oh, I gotta put my goddamn seatbelt on. I'm in the woods.
Don't need no Don't need no.
No, they're like $200 tickets.
Yeah, you can't afford those. That's too expensive. Let's see.
Over in Superior, they're only $10, so don't worry about it. But over here,
Yeah. Kathy says, "Okay, everyone, who do you get large polys from that doesn't cost a fortune?" I get mine from eBay.
I get mine from eBay.
Me too.
I don't really use, but see, they're not that expensive to me because I don't really use a lot of polys. I have them in case I need them, but I've had the same box of polys, and I bought the biggest ones they had. I figured I can cut them down if I needed to.
Yeah.
And I've had the same box for over a year because I just don't use them. Now I'm using them now that I'm selling clothes, but I like bubble envelopes.
I get the big
Shut up.
eBay supply. But again, like Nikki, I don't use them all that much, so they last a long time.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I smell gas. I think my daughter has a gas leak. Let me smoke a cigarette and find out.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, you can, if you want just like plain poly bags, you can go online and find them. They're pretty reasonable, but for the most part,
poly bags are reasonable. Bubble envelopes are the ones that cost a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah.
And usually, bubble envelopes is what I use my eBay coupon for because I use a lot of bubble envelopes.
Yeah.
And I get the biggest ones, so I figure I can cut them down if I need to.
Right.
And use them. You know, it'd be like having two. But yeah, I just get mine through eBay just because. And I get plenty of them. Between those and the flat rate bubble envelopes.
Yeah, and that's something that I started doing because I had ordered just some like some printed poly mailers to send for my Poshmark. But since they changed that so you could use you can use the flat rate mailer, I just send them in that now. I don't even worry about.
That's what I use too.
I don't even worry about that anymore. I mean, I'll wrap it up in, pretty paper or whatever, but I'm not gonna.
Paper.
The bra I just sold, I just put it in an eBay envelope.
I just do that now.
I didn't buy a special envelope for it. I just threw it in the eBay envelope. I don't have time to sit and piss around with that stuff. Like wrapping it in tissue paper and
It takes 2 seconds, Nikki.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't have the patience to deal with that kind of stuff. I don't know.
I ain't doing it. That's
It's
it.
fine.
That's the end of it.
Fine if you do, but I mean, they like lowballed me on the bra. I only got like, I don't know, $11 for it. I'm not going to put a bunch of extra money into it. No, it wasn't $11. I made $11 on it. So I wasn't making a whole bunch on it.
Yeah.
I just thought, I'm going to throw it in an eBay envelope if they don't like it.
Deb says she gets poly mailers in the 6x4x4 boxes for bracelets and coffee mugs, small jewelry lots. The box fits in a flat rate bubble mailer. Yep.
I can see Nikki with like a bunch of colored tissue paper and bows and stuff sending out packages. That's not the impression I get of Nikki.
No. I mean, I know she would do it if she had to.
I don't do it either. I fold if I got a shirt going out, I fold it nice, but I don't.
I don't like put anything with it.
I don't do stupid.
I fold them and I put it in.
I fold them nice. I don't like wrap them in anything. I don't put a thank you note in them. I don't do any of that.
But I have decided with my clothes, I'm gonna stick them in. I'm gonna wrap them in shrink wrap.
In what? In a shirt?
The whatever clothes I have, I'm gonna wrap.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell you about that. I used to do that, and then I used to wrap them in like that shipping wrap, and then I had somebody complain it felt damp, and the shipping wrap was like picking up humidity, even when it was in the mail. However, you know, like for that 2 or 3 days, because then when they unwrapped it, it would feel a little bit damp. I had a problem with that, so I quit doing that.
Oh, so maybe I better not do that then.
Yeah, and we like, well, mine are stored in a box. So when I bring them in, like after they sell, while Jim's doing shipments, I'll just hang them up. So if they hang for an hour or two, then I figure they sort of like get some air across them, or if they get any wrinkles, it hangs them out. And then I fold them. But yeah, I had a problem with that shipping wrap. It was making the clothes feel humid.
Huh. I guess I won't do that then.
I only had one complaint, but it was enough where I stopped doing it. So
yeah.
Well, then I started opening up the wrap bags and checking them. And then once in a while I get it. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I was just thinking, you know, so they don't get like that storage shed smell or anything, you know.
Yeah, we used to do that. We did that too because we store mine in cold storage in our garage. And then we got that complaint, and then Jim's like, well, I'm going to go check them. And then he'd find a couple of them would feel damp, so we quit doing that.
Sure.
Ellery put a bunch of those little packets. Ellery put a bunch of those little packets of, I don't know what it's called, like a
silicate.
Yeah, the silicone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was only when I tried to wrap them in the shipping wrap that I ever had a problem. So we quit doing that.
Yeah. But now when you get those silicone things, now you're adding to the price of the thing, you know. I mean, I'm trying to stay away from as much price as possible because you're taking away from your profit when you're putting all that stuff in.
Well, you know, if you sell like a $10 t-shirt and you had to pay for $1 for it and it's free shipping, I mean, you're going to lose like
exactly
$3-4 on that shirt. So now you're down to $6 that, and then, you know, you have the cost of the package. Yeah. So, I mean, even though a poly mailer, I mean, when you buy them in bulk, probably doesn't cost more than like 30 cents a piece, but you know, it all starts adding up.
It does. Sure. It all starts adding up. And that's that's another reason why I don't piss around with wrapping them in tissue paper and all that, because I want to maximize my profits.
Yeah.
I've never had a complaint.
I got my tissue paper off of eBay.
I've never had a complaint about the way I ship my packages, so.
No, I've never either.
I've never once had a complaint about my shipping. The only time I had one complaint from a woman, she said I packed it too good. But I guess it wasn't really a complaint, but she said my only complaint would be she packed it too good. I don't know what that meant. Maybe she had a hard time getting through all the tape or something. I don't know, but I guess if that's my only complaint, I'm happy about it.
You're doing good.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've been selling for a lot of years, and that's the only complaint about shipping I've ever had. So
I had a guy tell me not to tape the bubble wrap. He says, don't tape the bubble wrap inside the box because that just wastes my time and yours. You know, so but I had something wrapped in bubble wrap. I'm like, I'm not going to have that bubble wrap unravel in packing, you know, in transit. And then the damn thing starts bouncing around when these guys are tossing it.
Well, we don't tape them anyway. We usually wrap them in shrink wrap, the bubble wrap.
Well, with this one I did. This one wasn't. This was something I had to tape the bubble wrap to form to it. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I don't give a crap what the guy says.
Yeah.
And look, he's got like, you know, 150 feedback. I'm like, okay, dude, I've been doing this a while longer than you have. Trust me, tape is not a waste of time.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't tape I don't waste tape on it. But I mean, you do need to tape it, in my opinion, enough to keep it from slipping off the item.
Yep. Yep. It's like, ever heard of the word scissors or a knife?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everybody's time is worth something, but your time is so valuable, you don't have the time to snip the tape when you're opening your item.
Exactly.
How about taking the time to fill out a damage claim?
And I also believe that the tape somewhat gives a little tiny bit of protection also, you know, because it's, you know, it's one more barrier from the weight, you know. I mean, it's not like tape is going to protect something if something falls on it, but you know what I mean? It's just a little more extra protection, you know, another layer of protection. So I think tape helps too. Yeah, the biggest thing is, yeah, I wouldn't like I wouldn't want my bubble wrap to come out.
Yeah.
The thing to come out of the bubble wrap. I agree. I concur with Jim. I hate that when I have all this time to rummage sale and there's no rummage sales.
Well, it's Thursday. There's not going to be a whole
lot of sales on Thursday up here.
Yeah, we do here sometimes.
We don't really get them here. I was going to go to the thrift store in town yesterday, but they had this stupid Paul Bunyan Fest where all the streets are closed down. So all the tourists is all crazy parked up. I'm like, no, I'm not even going to try it.
Yeah. Corn maze open September 15th. You want to come up and go to the corn maze with me, Tara?
Do I want to do what?
You want to come up and go to the corn maze with me?
The corn maze? Oh, no, I don't think so. I would come up and do the train ride, but yeah, I don't know if I'd come up for the corn maze.
Corn maze? You don't have like a stack of
No, corn, you idiot. Corn.
I thought it was
What did you think we said?
Corn maze. What's that?
I see you would get distracted along the way.
Oh no, I got lost in the porn maze again.
I found this 1964 Playboy and just couldn't get past it.
No, I would like to come up and do the train. I would like to come up and do that train ride, honestly, because I think that looks like fun. I just don't know when I'm going to be able to do it. And I also want to go to I want to go back up to Bayfield and do that that Apostle Island cruise. They have it where they do those sunken ships up there. I'd like to do that one because I already did the one in Michigan. But they also have it, like if you go there, if I went there early at 8:30, I could take a boat out and do that lighthouse tour where they walk you around in that lighthouse they restored, and then later in the afternoon they do the sunken boat tour. So I could do like 2 tours, but I just haven't had time. Oh, you better call your mom too.
Yeah, I like the train ride. That's fun.
Yeah. We could have did it that day we were up there, but we're like,
We
no,
go on the
we
train
gotta
ride.
get to the Trump rally, which if I'd have known we wouldn't have made it in, I would have said, oh, let's go on the train ride, but oh well. It was we still had a good time.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. The only bad part was standing in that hot ass thing that went over that road, that pedestrian bridge, but we got over that.
Yeah. That skywalk.
Yeah. I think Antifa was doing it on purpose. They're trying to sweat us out.
Maybe. Good possibility. Well, let's see here.
I don't know. I guess in some areas, I think it could be the eBay tape could be like, you know, advertising, take me, I'm a, you know, a package or whatever. But I don't know. I don't have that problem in my area.
Like I said, what about Amazon?
Yeah.
I mean, look at what's the difference between that and Amazon boxes?
There's not. There's really not.
That's what I say.
I don't get the eBay tape only because usually when we get our shipping supplies, we usually get stuff like the 6x6x4 boxes or maybe the poly mailers and stuff. Yeah, I think we use that stuff more.
Oh, yeah, I only get the tape if I don't need anything else. Yeah. But yeah, I like the tape for like covering barcodes and stuff like that. That works good for that.
You know, if you ship priority, you don't have to cover barcodes.
Yeah.
Just FYI. On a priority box, you can have any marking on the box you want.
Yeah, you don't have to turn the box in. Like if you used a regular cardboard, let's say you got a cardboard box from the store that was for Charmel toilet paper, but you ship the box priority, you don't have to turn that box inside out because if it goes priority, they don't care what kind of writing's on the outside of the box. Only if it goes parcel select or first class, they don't want it.
Yeah. Or media. Anything besides priority.
What'd you say?
What the hell is Charmel toilet paper?
No, you said Charmel. I heard it. Because I never heard that word before in my life.
I meant Charmin.
I thought that was like the Gremlin thing.
I brought a box in. I brought a box into the PO, and I told him, I said, you know, when I packed this, I thought it was going FedEx. And then I decided, because it was so much cheaper to go post office, I put your priority label on it, and I just didn't have time to tape over it. I said, is there some tape you can put on or something? And the lady looks at me, she goes, oh, no, you only have to do that on non-priority boxes. Priority, we don't care. I'm like, seriously? So I can bring in whatever box markings on it and put a priority label on it. I'm good. She says, yep, you're good. So that was right from a post office worker.
There you go.
Yeah, I was talking to Bridget one day. And she wasn't covering up her barcodes. And I'm like, don't you cover up your barcodes? She goes, no, I never had problems with that. I was like, really? I always cover up my barcodes.
Did you find one on the other one or no? Or did we have you put it on?
Yeah, Bridget never has that problem with barcodes either. So I was like, oh, okay. Maybe they changed it.
Well, maybe because it's priority. Yeah, but you are supposed, if it's non-priority, yes, you're supposed to cover it up.
If it's like
okay.
Bridget never asked for a second cup of coffee at home.
Yes. Kathy, yes, you can use a flat rate on Poshmark. Yes, you can. The only bags or boxes you can't use are the Express, but you can use anything else.
You can use region.
Oh, I should have used priority then.
Mm-hmm. You can use anything else. It used to be that way, but they changed it.
But what if? Wait a minute. Now, what priority can you use though? I mean,
you can use any priority box. It doesn't matter because the only thing that matters is the label that's on the box. Because they have, the thing is if you get too technical about it, you can't wrap your head around it because you know that there's different prices for different priority boxes and all this kind of stuff. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. With Poshmark only, you can use any priority box, bag, whatever. It's all going to go the same rate because they have a deal. And don't go to the post office and say, yeah, this is from Poshmark. Don't try to explain it to them because they're going to say, nope.
Oh, yeah, they have no clue.
We're not doing it. So you just go in, and drop it on the counter, and it's all good.
So even though your shipping is only $6.49, you can ship out a large flat rate.
Yep.
Yeah. As long as it's under 5 pounds.
Huh.
It doesn't matter what box it goes in.
Yeah, you know damn well eBay's getting a lot of money from the post office.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, how do you think they give us our postal discounts? Like the top rated seller. I mean, they hold that very close to them because they're getting like huge discounts. You know, they're making money on the shipping that we buy too. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's an old facts page, Kathy. I put the new one in on the Facebook page. It's in one of the documents, I believe.
So instead of wasting one of my eBay envelopes, I should have put it in a padded flat rate.
Yeah, I use those now.
Yeah, for just use priority and you're good.
Yep. Don't waste.
That's what we do.
Because mine, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. It costs the same either way. Because I was going to say mine was just flat rate, but I mean first class, but it doesn't matter.
If it's like a sweatshirt that won't go first class, we put it in the priority flat rate padded mailer. If it goes for if it's a shirt.
Oh, we're talking Poshmark.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I don't know anything about that.
You're next.
I know what you mean. Put it in a padded flat rate if you can. Yeah.
You're next, Tara.
That's all right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She'll get there. Todd too. We're gonna get freaking Todd on Poshmark.
How you do first? I'm studying you.
I don't see Tara doing Poshmark, and I don't see me doing that much Poshmark because like I was just at Goodwill, and they like all their shirts. It was blue tags half off. All their shirts that had blue tags on them. I swear to God, they must have raised the prices and then put blue tags on them. They were all $5.99.
My Goodwill, that's the starting price for like if it's like let's say, you know, like Shriner Hospital T-shirt, that would be $3.99.
Yep.
But if it's like something that's kind of cooler, they start at $5.99, and if it's an Under Armour, they're $19.99. I mean, they're crazy on the prices. And jeans, the base price for jeans is $6.99, and if it's anything that's a better brand, they go all the way up to $20.
Yeah, me too. Yep, Savers too.
But at a yard sale though, for at bulk for a good price, I mean, I would do that.
Yeah,
well, that's what I did.
Yard sales, really.
That's how I got all those clothes that I have is from rummage sales but otherwise, no, unless I go down to the Twin Cities, no, there's no way I'm going to find clothes at a good price most of the time. Well, there is this little thrift store in Duluth that has bag sales one Wednesday a month. I think it's the last Wednesday of the month. And so I might go check that out because it's like $5 a bag. So then I would be able to get more clothes that way. But it's just a little tiny thrift store, and I've been there before. I've gotten some London Fog, but that's about the highest brand I've ever gotten there.
And that's not even that great.
No. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
In my area, I mean, if I want to go to a bag sale, I mostly hit the men's area because I'm looking for like snowmobile clothing, hunting clothing. Yep. We have a plethora of that kind of stuff, and I know Poshmark has men's clothing now, but like snowmobile clothing, I usually do good enough on it on eBay where I just throw it on eBay.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
yeah, and even that it's hard to find sometimes, that hunting clothing and stuff, because they think it's gold, you know.
I think it's funny when my thrift store says that Faded Glory, they put like it's new with tags and it's Faded Glory, and they put $5 on it.
Yeah.
They think it's really expensive.
My hospital thrift store will do that too. But I've gotten some good stuff out of there. I mean, I got a Burberry trench coat once. I sold that for $100. I bought a beaver fur full length coat. I think I paid $50 for it, and I sold that for like $275. So once in a while they get better stuff. They just don't get a lot of what I would call just women's type clothing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hello. Sorry, my daughter's here.
Oh.
Ansley wants to know if Brandon's playing Fortnite.
I don't think so. What's Fortnite, Jim? Brandon ain't playing that, is he? No. He hasn't been playing. It's a video game. He hasn't been playing video. He hasn't been playing the PlayStation much. He watches YouTube politics, and then he's been playing. Him and Jim play. It's like a online computer game. It's like one of these Age of Empire types games where you like build a village and stuff like that. So he's really been playing that a lot lately. But I don't know. He hasn't been playing Fortnite.
I'm gonna go. My daughter's here, so I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you later. Guys, I ruined the fun.
Okay.
I keep
All right. Have a good day.
Bye.
Oh, real nice. Your daughter made you get off. Oh, real nice. Your daughter made you get off. Isn't that nice?
She's gonna beat me. She's gonna beat me if I don't get off.
I know. She's like, don't hang out with your fake internet friends. Get off of there, mommy.
With a kiss on the club. All right. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
What happened? You didn't ask me, but I think Fortnite is what my son streams on Twitch. I'll ask him when he gets up. I know what that is.
I know my son's Brandon's been talking. I think he wants to get it. It's some game called We Happy Few. Because he's always like talking to me about it, so I'm assuming he's hinting that he wants it.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what it is. The only video game I play is Star Wars, so any other video games I know nothing about. And I haven't even been playing that much because I just haven't had time.
You play Battlefront? Star Wars Battlefront? That's what I got.
I got Battlefront 1 and 2, but there's part of me, sometimes I like some of the maps that Battlefront run because I've gotten better at them. I like their maps. But Battlefront 2 is good.
I think I got 2.
Yeah.
And I've been playing that Ark a lot too. That Ark, I forget which one it is.
Summer said that there was a blood pressure medication that was something.
Yeah, it looked effective or something.
Oh, recall. Valsartan. Huh. Jennifer says, I'm going to start venturing out. Found out there are 14 Goodwill bins within 2.5 hours of me. There are Savers about 2 hours from me. Going to check out some smaller thrifts. Cool.
What's up?
Wow, that's pretty awesome that you can do that, Ansley. She said, Justin has dual screens, YouTube on one, game on another. It's overkill, but he's about to set up another one so he can code and not have to shut a screen down. Wow.
Sounds like my nephew.
That's crazy. Cool that he can do that. I only have one screen. That's all I plan on ever having. I know dual screens are nice. Yes. I used to have them when I worked, and they did come in handy. But yeah, they're a pain in the ass too.
I wanted a dual screen, but then I'm like, nah, I'm good with one.
Yeah.
If you guys want a good free catalog to check like gemstones and stuff, 'cause like I got this gemstone necklace has multiple gemstones on it. You can get this for free.
Is that the Fire Mountain?
Yeah, Fire Mountain Gems.
Fire
And
Mountain.
it's got all your different stones in it. It's got all your different clasps. It's got this is an old one. I've had this one for a while. Different chain styles and everything.
Cool.
So I use it as a reference book, and I also order stuff out of it for when I make jewelry. It's good to have.
You won your loop? What are you talking about, Mike?
Must have won an auction or something. Yeah, I ordered that. Yeah, Ansley was telling me about that yesterday. that fire gem.
Fire Mountain gem.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was talking about it on the Jewelry Detective show.
I ordered that yesterday, so that should be coming in the mail.
I mean, for free. I mean, can't beat it for references.
No, not at all.
Well, I mean, what would it do for you though? Like, is it just for ordering?
Yeah,
or is it more for research?
Well, you could use it for both. I use it for ordering and research because there are a lot of times I don't know the name of a stone, but I'll find it. I mean, it's got. Just for an example, it's got all these different stones. It's got different agates, all the colors.
You can kind of see what it is.
The sizes. You know, it gives you your different sizes of your rounds and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's free.
Yeah, it's free. I mean, you might have it's like, for instance, you got 4mm rounds up to 8mm rounds, you know, or 12mm rounds, which is just the little round beads or whatever. Just how it's. Plus, it's got all the different findings, all the different types of clasps and their names.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah. For free, it's great.
You can't beat that.
And if I'm looking for a certain type of design on a clasp that I want to add to a piece of jewelry, I know I can find it in here.
Yeah.
Because Hobby Lobby and Michael's don't always have what you're looking for.
Yeah, I ordered one. I ordered one yesterday, so that should be coming in the mail.
I've had this one for. This is an old one. I've had this one since 2007.
Oh wow!
I need to get an updated one. I'm sure they got different ones.
Go on firemountaingem.com, isn't it?
Yeah, firemountaingem.com.
Yeah, and they'll give you a free. You can order a free catalog, and they'll send it to you.
I'm gonna order me a new one while I'm thinking about it.
I think that's a great idea.
They used to send me one every year, I guess, because I don't order as much from them now. They don't send it to me every year. Well, let's see.
You know, that's the thing, Ansley, is we do a lot of things for our kids. And sometimes we go a little bit overboard, but that's okay. You know, they're only kids once. And you want them to have a good childhood. Mm-hmm. You know, and if that means spending a little bit of money on them, well, then that's what it means. It's okay.
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with spoiling your kid a little bit.
Is it the Jewelry Maker's catalog?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know if it's that or not.
Yep, that would be it. All I do is start typing my name. Everything's already still in there. Just order.
Nice. Yeah, I mean there was definitely times when the kids were young that I did a lot of that just because I was I felt bad. Just, for divorcing their dad and, putting them through that and everything. So it was more of a guilt. But then again, I didn't want them to. I wanted them to enjoy their high school years and all that. So that was also important to me. All right.
I think if I hadn't divorced my husband, I probably would have killed him. His anger out on the kids, and that's all it took. That ain't gonna happen.
Right.
A lot of times
Like
it's better for kids to call it quits than to
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He slammed Lacey down on the ground for messing up his video game, and I snapped.
Oh my gosh.
I was ready to kill him, and he says, "What are you going to do about it?" I said, "You got to sleep sometime, motherfucker." I'll slit your throat.
Right.
I don't cuss
Frying pan
like that
upside
too
your
often,
head.
but I did. I said, "You lay
You
another
better-
hand on her." I said, "That'd be it for you."
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it to me because he knew I'd kill him.
Yeah.
I said, "I got a ball bat in the corner and a shotgun in the closet. Which one you want?"
your choice. You pick.
Take your pick.
I'll let you pick.
Mike never did anything like that to me, but I would always joke around with him. If you ever want to do that, you better pack a lunch because we're going to be here for a while.
That's why I told mine. I said, "You ever hit me, you better kill me because when I get back up, you're a goner."
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the last times that me and my ex had a fight, he hit me and then I went and got a frying pan, tried to hit him back.
Oh, jeez.
And it wasn't one of those light things either. It was a cast iron.
Oh my gosh.
And he called and I had to leave the house. And then when I went back, I think I went back and got the kids and left. And then the next time I went back was the last time I seen him. I went to go get my stuff actually. So
yeah,
it wasn't pretty between us. We just couldn't get along.
Yeah. Well, he had a lot of issues.
Yeah.
He had a hell of a lot of issues. So.
Yeah, he was a drug addict and insane and alcoholic. He was diagnosed schizophrenic when he was 22.
Oh wow.
And bipolar. Bipolar when he was like 25. So he took a lot of meds, and that didn't help anything. And then he tried to do his own meds on top of that, plus alcohol and pot and whatever else he could add on to it, you know. It never helped anything. The pot was the best thing. The pot was better than alcohol.
Right, because it probably kind of evened him out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Right.
Mellow.
Yeah, he mellowed out a little bit, so it kind of. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, get it.
Get it, get it.
Who was
That
it?
was me. That was me.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for mine. I got 5 yesterday. I'm like, come on, it's time to get going here.
That's good. That's
I sold a Horton Here's a Who scrub top.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
I know it's working out.
Those go.
That's kind of cute.
I sold 2 more things on Together.
Oh,
Wow.
good job.
I haven't even heard anything from them for a long time.
I know, me neither.
Akari, they put my account in, not suspension, but archived it because I'm not active. I got an email from them.
Yeah,
Macari?
I went over there and I made all my listings inactive.
I only had one listing.
I'm just not gonna mess with them right now. Maybe later, but not right now. Just not in the mood for them. Oh.
Hey, Sally.
Yeah.
My aunt, actually it was my uncle, was sitting at the kitchen table, and he decided, or I don't know how the conversation went because I wasn't here. We only got secondhand, but apparently he confided in my aunt that when he had been in prison before they got married, that he had met a dude and they had a real special thing going on, and now he was having that special thing going on with somebody else.
Oh, shit.
Another dude, and so things weren't going to work out, or however that worked out. So she was at the stove and picked up a frying pan, cast iron, and let him have it, because he was a big guy. He installed commercial garage doors, so they have to like adjust those springs or whatever. I mean, this guy he looked like Popeye. So anyway, so she knocks him out with a frying pan. Well, anyway, she did 8 months in psych hospital, and then the marriage ended after that.
Wow.
Actually, the frying pan thing's not that uncommon.
Yeah. No, I heard about my grandma. I mean, this has been probably since the 50s or something. My grandma, she heard. Well, no, my grandpa came home from the bar and he had spent all his check, and he came home and he was just being really mean to the kids, being mean to her, and so she knocked his ass out.
Well, that seems unreasonable. I mean, because really,
the next day he didn't remember shit.
But Sally, now she should have never let him go to the bar with that whole check. Now she should have known better than that.
It wasn't. Yeah, but it wasn't a thing of. It was out of her control because he went directly from work to the bar.
Right.
In those days, you can have the bar cash a check. You know,
right.
So
you just give them your check.
Yeah,
and whatever's left over.
Yep. So he just spent all of it at the bar and came home broke and was being mean. So that's what he gets.
Yeah.
What do you two want?
I hope it was worth it. You know.
Go away. It's not even time to eat.
But it was really, you know, in those days, it was not uncommon for stuff like that to happen. You know, women had to take matters into their own hands sometimes like that.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
You know, and
when a woman would get beat or hit, I mean, that was normal. It was like, you know, the husband was taking care of his house. That's how it was looked upon, you know. So it wasn't looked upon as a bad thing. It was looked upon as you're taking care of shit, you know.
Yeah.
Because a woman at that point, a woman wasn't as big as a man. You know, they weren't worth as much, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, my grandma, she never had a driver's license either.
Right.
She just, you know, I always asked her, why don't you have a driver's license, Grandma? And she'd be like, oh, Grandpa drives me everywhere.
Yep.
That was her reason. Grandpa drives me everywhere. I don't need a driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But she drove for a time.
Did she?
Yeah, she drove because she used to drive a little Corvair car that she owned.
I don't remember that.
And that was like when Mom was like a teenager.
Oh, okay.
That was like early on. So she may not even had a driver's license. She may have just been driving.
Yeah.
You know, but I know she had a car.
As far as I know, she never had a driver's license.
Right.
Oh, that's cute.
Because I remember Mom saying that she's never had a driver's license, but
so she was probably just driving.
Yeah.
And that probably wasn't a big deal back then.
Yeah, things used to be crazy, Nessa. I mean, things are still crazy. You know, me and my ex-husband's relationship is crazy. I remember one night I came home and my ex-husband was drunk and he was looking for, I think he was looking for either money or drugs, and he couldn't find it in the house. He said he put it somewhere in the house. And so he was tipping over all the furniture, pulling out the cushions, you know, trying to find whatever he was looking for. And he tipped over the stove that was in the kitchen. He put it on its side and it hit. There was a bottle of rubbing alcohol somewhere between like the stove and the living room, and it was right next to each other. So when he tipped over the stove, that bottle of rubbing alcohol tipped over and was spilling right next to the gas line. It was blowing. It broke off and it was blowing that rubbing alcohol.
Oh,
and he did something and passed out. He passed out right on the floor whenever he did all that. And so I was like freaking out. I called 911 and because I didn't know if the house was going to explode. I didn't know anything about like gas lines or anything like that. But I'm like figuring, okay, rubbing alcohol and a gas line shooting the rubbing alcohol all over, you know, it's probably very, you know, very bad, you know,
right.
might blow up or something. So I drug him out of the house. he was I know, I should have. But he was dead weight. He was dead weight and I drug him out of the house. Like he was probably 160 pounds at that time. And I drug him out of the house. And when the when the cops and stuff got there, they were asking about like if we were cooking. They were thinking that we were cooking meth or something. And I'm like, no, he just got drunk and threw a fit and tipped over all the furniture and shit. And I was worried, so I called you guys. I was worried about that gas line being broke off and blowing rubbing alcohol all over the living room, you know?
Right.
And I didn't, you know, I knew there was a knob to turn it off, but I didn't know, I didn't want to get that close to it.
Right.
You know, so that's why I called the fire department and stuff. So we're like, okay, well, then they ended up taking him to jail that night. So and the next day he got out the next day, and when he's like, I don't know what happened, but my legs are like bruised, all bruised and scraped, and it's from me dragging him out of the house. It's like, I don't know what happened to my legs. I'm telling you that they look rough because he was wearing shorts, so he didn't have any. Didn't have
no
any
protection or nothing.
protection. I just drug his ass out of the house.
Oh my gosh.
Well, he's lucky you did that.
Yeah.
I mean, the fire department said that nothing would have happened unless somebody, you know, lit a match or a lighter or something. You know, nothing would have happened.
Yeah, you could have left him in the house and said, "Dang it, I lit a cigarette by accident." Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's so nuts. I mean, and that was my life all the time when I was with him. You know, it was like I never knew what was going to happen. It was crazy. So Brandon's not like that at all.
Well, that's good.
Brandon's not a drinker. He's not a drinker. He doesn't like to do drugs. He likes to smoke cigarettes and drink pop. Well, he doesn't even drink pop anymore. He drinks tea.
Yeah.
So he hasn't drank pop for a long time. Every once in a while, he'll take one of Jonah's Pepsis, but that's it. I checked his blood sugar last night. I was so freaking jealous. His blood sugar was 85.
Wow.
I was like, because he says, I bet you my blood sugar's higher than yours right now. I'm like, I bet not.
What's normal?
Between, well, under 100.
Oh, okay. You want it to be under 100, yeah.
Yeah. Mine was 191 this morning after I took my pills. But it's probably because last night I kind of had a fit and really wanted something. And I'm like, I'm going to go healthy. And I got a rice cake and I put peanut butter on it. And that's what I ate.
There you go.
Just to have a little bit of sweet, you know, but it did make my blood sugar higher this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always going to pay for it. You know, whenever I do something like that, I'm always going to pay for it. That's the sucky part.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they used to do it, Ansley, in the on the reservation. If they found out somebody was molesting kids or something, they take them up to the reservation and tie them to a tree and pour honey on them but it wasn't just for ants. It would be for all wild animals, and there would be nothing left.
Yeah. Yep. More of a scare. They left and let them go for after a few minutes.
They didn't do that where we lived. It was they took them up to where nobody would be able to find them, and then they were just basically bones and stuff for bears, wolves, whatever, you know, up there.
I think we should still keep doing that.
I think so too. You know, I worked with a bunch of child molesters. You know, I worked with all those kind of people. They were not fit to stand trial, or so they said. And you know, I I babysat them at the state hospital, you know. Just basically making sure that they weren't raping each other and stuff like that. And it was hard because knowing what they did, you'd read their files and stuff and find out what their convictions were. And it was like, oh my God, it is crazy. And he shouldn't be alive right now.
Right.
You know, doing stuff to little kids and stuff. And it was really hard to, you know, be civil to somebody like that. You know, you kind of have to put on a different hat. And change your way of thinking a little bit while you're there. And but in my own eyes, if somebody is molesting children, they shouldn't be alive. If there's something, there's a switch wrong. There's a switch off in their head, and if you know, if something isn't right, you know, that it's not. It's very rare that switch is turned back off. You know. Oh, they said it's buffering, Valerie.
Well, I don't know.
No, it's not. Not on my end.
I was gonna say I'm not getting any buffering.
It's good. I'll be right back.
I don't know. I'll go in.
YouTube's been acting weird lately anyway.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah. I think we're probably gonna get ready to shut it down. I'm gonna start getting some listing done. Got one bag cleaned out.
Oh, good. Yeah, I just finished my packing, so I'll be ready to list in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all this cleaned up and put away, and then get started listing. So let's see. Yep, chemical imbalance cannot be fixed. Not safe for society.
With a gun.
Yep. What's today's goal, everyone? Summer wants to know.
Minus 35.
Minus 35. And counting.
I don't know, 20 if I get lucky.
You know, that's the thing with me is I find that 20 is a really good number for me. And if I get more than that, then that's just a perk. You know, it's a bonus, it's a perk, you know, and so I like 20. That works for me. So that's what my goal will be today. All right. Oh, look at Ansley. She's even going to do 20. Woohoo!
Yay.
Sounds good.
Yours is 25, Mike?
Mike's is 25.
I think he can do more than 25.
Oh, she's got, Summer has 30, all clothing.
Oof. Oh, clothing takes me forever.
Yeah,
if I was doing clothing, mine would be like 10.
It's a long one. It's a long process. That clothing bit. So, all right. I guess I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Got some phone calls to make and stuff. So, all right. We'll see you guys later. Everybody have a great day. Love ya. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.